I promised you some headlines, so let's go ahead and cover those, ladies and gentlemen. These are the latest breaking headlines in the world of print on demand, and we're going to be sharing some links to these articles in the chat, but you can also find them in the description of this video if you're watching on replay. This first one comes to us from Shopify. Now, Shopify recently announced that they have partnered with Coinbase and Stripe to enable global enable stablecoin payments, and that was done with the USD coin. And what I think is so interesting about this is what it says about where this industry is heading. So, Shopify, usually the head that steers the body of the digital commerce industry. So, if they are onboarding cryptocurrencies as a method of payment, not only for customers but also for their clients, you're going to see this roll out over multiple platforms. Cryptocurrency is certainly not going anywhere. Very excited and happy that this is yet another option to increase the freedom and flexibility for how you would like to do business and how you would like to present your business to your customers. So absolutely wonderful things. I think we'll see more coins, other coins become available as currency and rolled out across multiple sales channels over time. Now, this next article is, you may be wondering now, Martin, why are you putting an article about sublimation, the sublimation printing market? Well, what I think is most important about this is what this says about the industry as a whole. Now, these machines are very dollar intensive. I mean, they're very expensive. They require a significant investment. So the companies that employ these machines have to have profitable projections over time and in the future in order to justify these purchases. So what this says is the industry that we have chosen, this print on demand industry, is super, super healthy, and it's still growing. And this is evident by what you see on a market level with these sublimation printers. And I think this all goes back to the increased demand for more personalized products and a more sustainable production method, all of which you can take advantage of just by participating in this industry. So this is actually a wonderful development. I thought I would share that with you. And then finally, now stay with me on this, folks. I wanted to share this one with you because I just found it so interesting. Now, this is Shopify, who came out with a guide to success on Etsy. Okay, I'll say that one more time. This is Shopify, who came out with a guide to success on Etsy. It's like Pepsi telling you how to better enjoy a Coca-Cola. Okay, why would they do such a thing? Well, I think it's to highlight the advantages of multi-channel selling. Now, if you've watched this show before, if you've been to my live Q&A sessions, I like to talk about empire building. And this is exactly what we're talking about here with this article presented by Shopify. Folks, this is how you become one of our top sellers. You create a business on Shopify or on Etsy, for example, and then you take that to its logical conclusion, and then you have to make a decision. Now, do I take the steps to expand this further on this particular sales channel, or do I want to replicate what I'm doing here, make the necessary adjustments, and find new customers on other channels? Specifically, in this case, there's Etsy's marketplace, and then Shopify as a standalone store, competing for two different customer categories. And then as you put these businesses together, connect them all to your Printify account and get each one rolling from one easily manageable Printify account, this is how you slowly over time build that empire and become one of our top sellers. So go ahead and check that out. I thought it was interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments if you think Shopify made the right move here or endorsing their competitor Etsy. But yeah, check it out. Let's take a look at some trends, ladies and gentlemen. First, with products. Now, what I've done here is I have taken out the tried and true winners that are always at the top, your hoodies, your sweatshirts, your t-shirts, and whatnot. And I look for the products that are making moves up and down the charts. And that's what I have. That's what I have selected for you folks here today. And number one with a bullet on this list is the accent mugs. And I have been super surprised with the performance of accent mugs over this last, 8-10 months. They have gained so much ground on the traditional plain white 11-ounce ceramic mug that it is, I'm struggling to put my finger on exactly why, other than to say that people are looking for a more supreme option when it comes to the coffee cups or tea mugs that they're buying. There's nothing wrong with plain white mugs, especially if you're competing on price. I mean, you can't do any better than an 11-ounce plain white mug. But it seems to me the customers out there are looking for something with a little panache to it, and that's what the accent mug offers to you. So very excited to see that climbing the charts. It's been on our product profile over time, and we'll probably see it again as we move into the busier time of the year just ahead of us. Okay, and of course posters surging right now, wall tapestries being supported by the wedding industry. And then the Velveteen plush blanket, which is another head scratcher why it's selling so well during the warmer months. All I'm telling you is this is what we're seeing, so you can make the right decision that is applicable for your business in considering to adopt these products. Moving right along with trends, let's check in with our friends over at eRank. Now, what I've done here is just pulled the latest trending keywords off of Etsy using eRank's Trend Buzz tool. Again, no big surprises here. Wall art and wall decor gift on the list, just showing how powerful this product segment is. I mentioned it on the last episode of the Clicks to Riches show that like pre-pandemic, wall art always dipped during the summer months. Now we don't see that anymore, and it's especially powerful on Etsy. Okay, T-shirt, spelled all one word, vintage, 4th of July, of course, and then Coach making another appearance, announcing the arrival of this particular product category or niche on Etsy. What should you be keeping your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the upcoming sales season? Well, that's exactly what we have compiled here for you. And we got this information from our 2025 marketing calendar, which we'll make available for you right now, also in the description below. Of course, no surprise, Independence Day in the United States on July 4th. That is a big one. There's still some time to take advantage of that. National Video Game Day, if you're on the 8th, if you're selling to gamers, that's very important. But also, Get to Know Your Customers Day on July 17th. Now, why did I pull this one out? Because in the middle of July, it's traditionally one of the less active times of the year in terms of sales, because everyone's out enjoying the sunshine and the summer and things like that. It just stands to reason, okay? But what July 17th, Get to Know Your Customers Day offers you is an opportunity to reach out to them and communicate to them during these low times in the season for you to offer a special offer, a special gift, a special deal, something like that, something to stimulate sales during times when they would otherwise be slow. So it's a great opportunity for you to communicate with your customers. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that on July 31st, I'm going to be sitting down with Christina Umeres for a live event, and we're going to be talking all about Q4 prep. Now, that's preparing yourself for the wild, the crazy, the extremely profitable holiday season. And ladies and gentlemen, I would start having these conversations with my merchants that I work with, like around this time of year, because it's never too soon to start planning for success during the best time in the sales season to be a print-on-demand merchant, and that's the holiday season, okay? Not to mention Halloween right before there, back to school even before that. But folks, planning for the future should be part of your regular workflow. And when it comes to this time of year, you can't start planning too soon. So join me and Christina Umeres on the 31st of next month, and we'll do a deep dive into how you can start preparing for success. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hear you asking me, Martin, what is new at Printify? And I'm so glad you asked, because I am super excited to announce the following, because it's something that we have been clamoring for. It's something you've been asking for quite a while. And finally, the day has arrived. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to announce that Personalization is now available in the Printify Pop-Up Store. It's absolutely wonderful development. It's part of our commitment to making the Pop-Up Store even more useful and applicable to how you want to do business. And now we've unlocked the ability for you to fulfill personalized orders with the Pop-Up Store. It's an absolutely wonderful process, very straightforward. Despite your order fulfillment settings, any orders that are created with a personalization aspect will remain on hold in your account for you to make the necessary changes and details, and then add it to your order fulfillment flow once those changes have been made. It's an excellent way for you to take advantage of one of the major superpowers of this business, being able to offer personalized products. And now you can do that for free on the Printify Pop-Up Store. I think it's pretty cool. And again, it's one of those things that you guys have been asking for a very, very long time. and expect more developments on that. So any of the news stories that we covered, any of the products that we talked about have any particular impact on you, you can let us know in the chat, or you can join me for one of my live Q&A sessions that I mentioned just a little bit ago. We're going to pop in the link to sign up. They are for free for everyone on the Sellers Club. It's not going to cost you a dime. Come join me in my home studio. Let's talk about the things that are important to you. Use the code JOINSELLERS2025 when signing up for the Sellers Club to get access to everything the Sellers Club has to offer for an entire month, including mentorship programs, live events with those same mentors, POD courses, stuff designed to get you up and running as quickly as possible, and take part in the awesome community that is the Sellers Club. So join in today. Join me for my live Q&As on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'll see you there.